Hey everyone, Shane here with etrailer.com, and today I have a 2007 Fleetwood Bounder Motorhome, and I want to walk through how to install double dome LED interior lights. These are going to be LED, as I mentioned, 815 lumens. So you can see here, very bright. We use them to replace some existing incandescent bulbs. Now, why would we want to go with LED over incandescent? Well, LED is becoming huge anymore. With incandescent bulbs, you have to constantly change out the bulbs, where LEDs are going to last about 50 times longer. Not only that, but they're also going to draw a lot less power to get them to actually work. You can see they're going to be a lot brighter too. You can see here on our old lights, here's a couple of them, for example. These were incandescent, and they kind of had a yellowish color to them. The actual incandescent bulb would get this lens hot, and it makes it brittle. You can kind of see where it's warped, and it's kind of broke there. So, you know, that's one of the issues with having incandescent bulbs. Having LEDs, we don't have to worry about that because, again, they're using a lot less energy to work. These are going to be a two-wire design. You're going to have a power and a ground. They're going to work with 12-volt DC systems. They're not going to come with the mounting hardware. You can pretty much use any screws that'll hold the light up to the ceiling. They're really not heavy. White framing here. You can see clear lens, so it allows the light to shine very bright. They're going to be 10-inch by 4-inch. There are also singles. You can see this is a double. There's also singles where they just have one side and then your switch. You can find those here at etrailer.com. The lenses are easily removable for cleaning. You just simply slide back, and it makes it very easy to clean. Here's going to be your LEDs. Each one is going to have 9 LED lights for each side, so plenty of power there, plenty of light. As you can see in here, it lights up this whole area. So installation's really easy. As I mentioned, 2-wire system, so power and ground. Make sure you shut your power off before you make your connections or before you do any cutting or anything like that. Once you get them connected, mount your light, you're ready to go. To start our installation, we need to remove our old light. For this particular one, we're just going to squeeze and pull these out. If you have the same ones, and then we'll have 4 screws inside. Remove the screws. Now, before we do anything with our wires, we want to make sure that our power is turned off, 12-volt power. So I shut the main power off to the batteries. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to cut it up here above the plug. I'm actually going to cut it down here close to the light. That'll give me plenty of extra wire if there's an issue later on. Cut those. Now our black's going to be our power, and our white is going to be our ground. We're going to strip back our wires. We're going to add a butt connector onto each one. Really doesn't matter. I'm using some smaller heat shrink butt connectors. It's inside. I'm really not going to shrink them up, but they hold pretty well. You can really use any type of butt connector as long as it holds the wire. Each one of these put on. And we're going to take our new light. We're going to pull our caps back. And slide them off. Our black and white wire on the back side. These are probably going to have to be cut a little bit shorter. What I like to do is twist them first and cut them down. a good hold. I'll get our wires tucked back up inside the roof here, the ceiling. And the light mounted. Now, these lights are not going to come with the hardware, so I'm just going to use the existing hardware from the old lights. Once you get them put in place, go ahead and slide your caps on. Make a couple little tabs there on both sides. Slide our lens in like this. And we'll slide it forward and pop it into place. Now we've turned our power back on, we'll go ahead and test out our light. We know it's working correctly. We're going to repeat the same process for any light that we're replacing. It's going to do it for look at installation on the Optronics double interior LED dome light on a 2007 Fleetwood Bounder Motorhome.